of
Oh, you talking about okay, I know what you're talking about. Well, anyways, screw the camera thing.
yeah.
I'm right here. Everybody can see me anyways. So, right? Well, I'm here to give you guys all an update on what I've been doing for past couple months, I'm gonna say. First things first, let's start out. Got a new job. Alright? So my new job, where I used to work at, was like 8-minute drive. Now I drive 30 minutes away, but I work at a factory. So I got all these freaking hours because of COVID-19. We had, I don't know, a month and a half off. So now we're doing crazy overtime. So I'm working 6 days a week. So no, I haven't gone out and I haven't checked out any places abandoned for a little while. I want to, but I've just been super busy. Lucky for me though, during this whole pandemic, I did get out a little bit and I did capture some footage. Some of it's cool, some of it's, hey, it's alright. I can tell you right now, not all the footage on it's gonna be great. There was this one place that we actually got into, super cool, but my camera was having some issues trying to more focus in, but it was still cool to check out. Another thing we're gonna talk about is fireworks. Fireworks, yeah, I love fireworks, and I got a crap ton in this room over here, which you cannot see, but I got a crap ton of them. I'm going to show you guys because I love fireworks, and I'm also going to do a 4th of July show. But before we get into all that, if you look, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been freaking forever. My whole YouTube thing starting out was from this PlayStation Live 4 show. You might remember Anthony. We're a lot older now. I mean, I got drawings on me. Yeah, tattoos. I got holes in my ears. Clearly, if you see some of my younger videos, I don't have those.
Babyface Nelson.
So, super awesome that we're doing this again. What else do I want to talk about? We're going to, I don't know how
So did you tell them about the show?
No, and actually, matter of fact, since we're on here, everybody, you know who you're listening to. If not, shame on you. It's Yo Boy, hashtag Tommy Girl, aka T-Pass. He's on audio right now. He just got done, on his job, putting his life on the line, saving lives, because that's what he does, because he's awesome. So, since I'm kind of doing this little live update, we're going to be doing, podcasts, or they are podcasts. Some of them are going to be live like this, and some of them we're going to kind of do ourselves and then post them later on. It just kind of depends how our schedules fit out. But we're going to be talking about... we're going to be talking about, videos that we've done, or, just updates. Since I'm already live, we're going to be also doing, comments from... our first Delphi video, we're going to be reading certain comments. And
You want me to pull some up right now?
yeah, let's pull some up now. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get this off the chest. I can't believe everybody's still watching that. It's crazy. Yes, we have a lot of good feedback, negative feedback. We are aware some of the things that we have done or that we said, we did mispronounce it. I'm just gonna say it like that. Crazy part is, we kind of didn't know what we were gonna say, but once we kind of got in a moment and just kind of went in, and just some of it got a little mixed up. We are aware of that, but I also wanted to point out that not once did we say this killer was found. So, I mean, some people were just blowing up because I guess a lot of people don't read comments. They just kind of watch the video. But we are aware of that. That's just one thing I just want to get off. We are aware of some of the things that we did mispronounce. Unfortunately, we're not going to go back into that video and like edit all that and repost that. You know, nah. All right. Tristan, yo boy T-Pass, he's our guy editor. Like I said, his schedule's super packed. And over the pandemic, man, I don't know how many videos he has over. Just some of them are super small, some of them are super long. You know, because we were trying to just get as much footage as we can to build up. Right now we're just posting one video. Sometimes it's the first of the month, sometimes it's a couple days.
It's always going to be the first Friday of the month. It's going to be at least one episode. Or one something.
And hopefully, eventually, we were talking about what, maybe two?
Yeah. So one on the first Friday, and then we were talking about doing one on the third Friday. So halfway through the month, every other week.
You know, we're trying. We're also going to be sometimes like when we do like a second video, it might just be us doing a podcast or a live podcast. It just depends how all of our schedules can meet up. Like I said, Tristan, he's a fighter, always on call, super busy. Me, I'm working 6 days a week, super busy. Anthony over here, you know,
does nothing. He does nothing.
He's also working.
He's essential.
He just likes brushing his teeth when we play video games together for some reason.
Right,
like 1 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah, way too much.
Hey, another thing we're going to be doing, hopefully we'll be able to do the same, gaming. We're going to be on Twitch, sometimes it's going to be YouTube. Whichever one, we're going to be gaming, not just me. It could be Anthony, it could be Tristan, it could be some of Tristan's friends or family. All of us going to be gaming. We might be, I think we're going to be going, a separate channel for that? I can't really remember
We'll see. I say we try a couple on this one and just make them different times of the month.
I agree, man. So, I don't want to really talk about like too much videos. Again, I do realize some of our videos, they're going to be shaky footage. Try not to, but...
No. Now, one of the ones that you have, Michael, school that you did?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Wait, which one?
That one.
Was it the Plymouth or was it the one that was?
I don't know. I know you were with Jacob.
Okay, that
you guys were afraid of going downstairs.
Oh, Jacobo the Homo?
Yes, that was.
Yeah, Jacobo the Homo was on scene.
Hell yeah.
That was. Oh man, I can't remember what town.
Anthony, why's your face?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, man. Remember, dude. This is supposed to be child friendly now because
well, luckily that's the only one I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we went to I believe it used to be a prep school. There's actually stories behind it that one of the teachers who used to be there actually raped a student, not at the school. I guess they were on like a field trip. You guys can actually look that up, but I can't remember all the names. Like I said, man, I've been super busy. You know, I kind of do a video of one place and then hop to the next, forget about it. Besides Delphi, you know. One of the videos I already told people I've been in Delphi more times than I can even think of, man. You know. Another thing, I know a while back on some of my videos I said Delphi Part 2. When a video of Delphi that is going to be getting uploaded, it is not Part 2. Like I said, I've been there several times. I've been there to just do a couple small filming, and then sometimes I went there just to go walk on the trail. I've been there tons of times. What else should I talk about? Yeah, the comments, man. Tell me something. Hang on, I gotta. Sorry, guys, my little thing popped up. Let me.
All right, so we have.
Hang on, bro. I gotta. Sorry for the crazy music. It drives me nuts, but I'll fix it in just a second. Ow. I'm still live. Don't worry. This will all go away in a minute or so. Do you hear the music?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I forgot to touch my controller. That's totally on me. Don't worry, people. We'll get everything out of the way.
Sexual harassment, dang.
Second screen.
I was just staring at you like, what are you doing? I get my feet are cool, but you don't have to grab them.
Alright. Let me shut this music off because it's driving me nuts. Alright. T-Pass, I got the music off. We're good. Are you there?
So we have a comment from someone named Ryan Anthony. This is about, yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, you're good, man.
Alright. So Ryan Anthony says, I highly doubt anyone could keep control of two girls in the woods with just a hammer. There had to be a gun or knife involved with a 2-on-1 scenario like that. Even if they're kids, they can't escape easily by just running in separate directions. Now, I think that we've commented in the podcast that's unreleased, but if you want to go ahead and talk about it now, obviously this hammer was not the murder weapon. You know?
Yeah, for sure. No, the hammer was not a murder weapon, and actually, the hammer was on. Oh gosh, I got a mask on me. Hang on, guys.
Michael, you're not that ugly. Why do you have to put a
Man,
mask on?
I gotta take it off. It ain't. How do I take this off, dude?
Dude, you look dope with that. Come on.
And you know, since Anthony is just talking, we're just gonna put a mask on him, cover his face.
Oh.
Hang on, guys. How do I take mine off? Oh, dang it. Hang on, T-Pass. I'm touching buttons that I shouldn't be touching. Alright, my mask is off. No, what the? Oh, come on, Michael. What are you doing?
Looks like right now you have 3 viewers.
Well, whoever's watching, I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to figure out how to take off my mask. It doesn't say take off your mask button for some reason.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah, that's what I did. So, we're going to go ahead and, oh my word. So, I agree. What was his name again? Tristan? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Ryan Anthony. So he states that clearly the hammer is not a weapon. Do you have any theories on how you think that the girls were subdued, weapon-wise?
Well, shoot. I don't like playing I call it the what if game, but I believe he definitely had something for to at least keep him there. And so I mean, some of my theories are crazy. Some of them is like, what if by chance they knew this guy and somehow, you know, he was with him. I doubt it. I'm just saying it. I mean, there's so many ways, but he had to have something. And I mean, and this has happened, but unless the girls were, you know, so terrified, you know, they were afraid, you know, if they did try to run, you know, he could have easily said, well, if one of you gets away, you're going to find the other one. Or he could have easily said, I'm going to send the other one's pieces to you, you know. Yeah, something along that line. But
Yeah.
who knows? We're never going to, even if he confesses or admits what he did to him. What about you, Tristan? You got any theories or any ideas on what do you think he might have had to make those girls stay?
There is definitely a weapon involved, in my opinion. I don't think it was one of those threats that made them stay, because that girl was smart enough to pull out her phone and record it. Yeah, so I don't think that she'd be dumb enough to just... Yeah, I think there's a weapon involved. I'm going to guess a gun. I don't think a knife. I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't think a knife would be the situation that would lead to that. I think there's definitely a firearm involved.
Yeah. Hey, so I know since you said something, you mentioned just a second ago that. Oh crap, man! I can't even remember what you said, honestly. Um, T-Pass, is that you?
Yeah.
Playing Farmer Simulator.
What the? Okay. But you just said something. Oh man, I can't.
You know you can put that right there.
I had to mess with my phone, so
You won't be seen.
I know you
Trust
did
me.
say you believe there was a weapon, but there was. Oh,
Don't be a pussy.
you said you believe the girls are smart enough. Another thing is that's popped in my head. The gentleman who did this to Abby and Libby. You know, I feel like he wanted the girls to be found, like he displayed them, because he didn't take their phones. He left, or one of their phones. I don't know, if one of them, his phone was missing. But, I mean, if he was going to do that to those girls, or what he did to those girls, if he didn't want anybody to know why he did it, why would he leave the phone there that has a photo of him unless he didn't think about it? I mean, I mean, I don't know, man. I do know off of one of the statements that the Indiana State police officer did make, the word he used was gruesome on one of his videos. I can't remember which one, but he was in a room talking to some of the people in the community. But he said gruesome, so he must have left them pretty bad. But why? Unless he wanted people to see what he did or see what he looked like, you figure he would at least took the phone or destroyed the phone, but he left it. So, that's one of the questions that always, gets to me. Next comment. Is there another
I have
comment?
another comment for you if you're ready.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we have a girl named Cynthia Holler. This one's really old. This came out probably about the time the video came out.
Ooh, cool.
But this is just, I want to bring up probably one of the most like eventful things we've done on an adventure that I've been on. And she says, I raised 3 sons. They've had many adventures and probably many I don't know about. You guys make me a nervous wreck, and I'm glad you're safe. And I assume she's referring to Operation Hammer Claw.
Oh yeah.
Because
good times.
that was quite fun. I guess we should go ahead and reassure. That was really spur of the moment. There was definitely some safety steps that should have been taken better.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, in the end, I was comfortable with you, and I know you're pretty comfortable with me. You're getting comments, Michael.
Where is
Like
Michael?
live. Patricia Warnick.
Echo.
I
Oh,
assume
you
they're talking
hear?
about the echo.
Yeah.
Mine. Yeah.
I'm sorry about the echo, but since I'm good, I'm doing it through my camera up here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to change that. I apologize, at least for now, until we kind of jump into more of the live, and then we'll actually not do it off of this. Real quick, I am Michael. Wild Adventures Michael. Oh wait, another thing I want to talk about real quick. Exploring with Michael. Yes, my name, I had to change it from YouTube. It originally was Wild Adventures with Michael, and then I went ahead and changed it Exploring with Michael, because at the time I drove a Ford Explorer. So I just, Exploring with Michael. But one day, we went to check on my YouTube channel, and when we popped up Exploring with Michael, my actual picture of my channel didn't pop up, and there is other people named Exploring with Michael, so I didn't know if that was an issue, so we just went ahead and changed it back to Wild Adventures with Michael. Always liked Wild Adventures with Michael. Cotton Bowl. we wanted to, you know, take it back to original name. It's different from others, and it's really cool. That's Anthony. Tristan's on the mic. Just wanted to hurry up and get that out of the way.
Yeah.
So the woman who commented, and you said you were comfortable, me and you were comfortable with each other. I'm just going to tell people now who do watch this, maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a dad, and maybe your kids do, or even adults do what we do. I probably am not going to stop doing those type of things. Actually, I'm probably going to be posting and doing more crazier and extreme things that you guys are probably going to be like, what in the world are they doing? But that's just who I am, and that's for entertainment purposes. Not just for you guys, but for me, myself. I love living life on eggshells. I don't like... Oh, here it goes again. Sorry, people, my controller. I'm just going to play that, too. I'm still going to talk, even though this is going to pop up. I do not like... I call it the boring life, man. I don't like doing one thing over and over and over again every day. I like, doing something that makes my adrenaline pumping, or just something that's nuts. Only because that's just who I am, man. I just like living for the thrill. So, Tristan, what else do you want to talk about? I can't. What was that?
Patricia had another question. She asked what the state we are from.
Indiana.
Why?
Where they call that, crossroads? Because everybody just drives through Indiana because there's nothing.
We are from northwestern Indiana, mainly north. We're kind of like center. I just say northern Indiana. Yeah.
That's where I'm from. That's where Anthony's from. Tristan's from. I do want to tell people though, if you do like exploring and stuff, and maybe you do live nearby or Indiana, if you look, there is some cool places to check out. I believe I said this once before, but if you actually just straight drive, don't look anything up, just straight drive, you can actually find some pretty cool places. I found a slaughterhouse just by driving, a abandoned oil refinery, which they're like taking apart. I don't know what they're doing now, but we filmed it. There's old water parks. There's all kinds of stuff. The only problem about the water parks, the amusement parks here, a lot of them have been like super old, and you'll be lucky to even find anything that's, cool. But I'll go to any abandoned place, whether it's little or not, man. If there's history to it, or it looks cool, just very difficult to even get into, I'm gonna try my hardest. There's places here that's been very difficult. One of them, it used to be called Mount Wawasee. The original name is Buzzard Hill, and that was. I'm not gonna go in details because we have a video of it. I don't know if we're gonna post it. But we have a video of it, and
We will.
some of the things that we do, we like to check it out.
Victoria. You mean Victoria, Indiana?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Quit. I don't know this thing. What are you doing? Shh. Okay, I'm back on air. I had to get off.
Go watch TV.
What else are we gonna do?
Go watch TV. Go watch TV.
Well, I guess we could talk about your angles for your fireworks show that you have this weekend, or this coming, not this weekend, but
Yes,
coming
I
up.
told everybody I was doing fireworks. I love fireworks. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, I just did a demo. When did I do that? 2 days ago?
What?
That demo?
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah, I did a
Oh no, wait. You got me yesterday.
Australia. Oh, dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Go.
We did a demo 2 days ago.
Go to your mom. Go to your mom.
I do demos like crazy, and I'll actually grab some of the fireworks that I have. I won't show you guys all of them because I got a bunch. Hey Brooklyn, you want to help me grab some fireworks?
Yeah.
All right. Let's show our viewers some of the stuff we got. What do you want to grab? Okay, Mad Ox, outrageous. Oh, that's a good idea. Come on. Grab some of those Roman candles right there. Yeah, my daughter's 3-year-old. She knows what fireworks are, and I'm proud of it. She knows her dad very well. Okay, so one of the things that my daughter picked out, and this is a cake, this is a 500-gram cake. It's by Maddox. They're a really cool firework company. This is one of the cakes that we're going to be shooting. I told you guys I was going to film this. It's going to be on my Sony Blue camera. Really hot, I bet. Here, the only thing you got to deal with is, I'm just going to straight up say it, a lot of meth heads, a lot of crazy people live in freaking, Indiana, at least in the Warsaw region. This is a cake that, one of the cakes we're going to be shooting. Like I said, we're going to be filming it. I don't know how exactly I'm going to film it, but I know it's going to be more like where we are. That's one of them. And then my daughter actually brought these. You guys can't see these. By the way, I bought that online. Overstock Central, American Wholesale. Like Anthony. I like that. This is called Magical Roman Candles.
Oh, come on.
I actually bought this from, I call him the blue guy in Syracuse. I've grown up there all my life. He's always helped me with fireworks. 4 of these for 15 bucks, but these aren't your average Roman candle. I mean, these things are super loud, they're awesome, and if you want to make your neighbors mad, this is it. Now, if you're the type of person that likes shooting people with this, you're probably going to end up in jail, but I'm not telling you to do anything, all right? So, don't send anybody, after me for it. Another one that my daughter just brought. It's another cake. This is by Raccoon Fireworks. This is like a willow blow. Really cool. This is just some of the things. She's probably going to keep grabbing them all out, but this is just some of the things I have. I have literally a whole room filled with fireworks that we're going to be doing for our annual 4th of July show. Okay, Tristan and I am done talking about fireworks.
Dad, can I get some fireworks?
All right. That's
Thank you.
I'll go through and look for that.
Daddy, you fireworks.
You grab Marty's phone. We'll play with your brother's room. Oh, you know what? I might give you guys a little sneak peek.
Oh no.
Not a firework.
Oh.
I already showed the fireworks. Come on.
a lot of these comments here on the video, Michael, mostly are bashing Justin for talking about the guys that were following them away. I'm doing air quotes. No one followed them.
Oh man. Where did I put that? Hang on, guys. I'm trying to find something. Maybe give you guys a little sneak peek, but you know what? I might have buried it. I hope I didn't. You know what? This is good enough. This is. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. So, there's a lot of places we are going to. I'm gonna go ahead. One of the places that we're going to is Ohio. I'm not going to tell you exactly what we're doing, but there is 3 locations there, and we're going
Well,
to.
we can drop one of them.
Yeah, let's do it. Which one?
Geauga Lake.
Yeah, SeaWorld. That's right.
SeaWorld and an amusement park combined.
That's true. It's great.
Sandusky.
You know what? When I first found out about SeaWorld, I was like, Ohio used to have a SeaWorld? That's crazy. You should watch some of the old style videos of the place. It's really cool. We're going there, and we're going to film there. Don't exactly, know when. I do know on my Ford Taurus, since my Explorer went bye-bye, there's a couple things I want to replace on there. It's because some of the trips that we are going to be going to, for us, is long drives. So we want to make sure all of our vehicles are ready to go. Oh yeah, I told you guys I was going to give you a little sneak peek, just a little couple ideas of what we're going to be getting ourselves into.
We got quite the plan in place, that's for sure.
That's it. That's all the sneak peek I'm gonna give you. But it's gonna be awesome. Java Lake used to be amusement park, like Tristan was saying, and then SeaWorld. There was also like a debate. What was it? How was it? SeaWorld couldn't have like rides because they had agreement with the park, or how was that? I can't remember.
Yeah. So they actually ended up. I think SeaWorld owned the park later on too. But yeah, SeaWorld was no ride attractions. Not even like a river ride or anything like that. They just had courtyards.
And that's because they had an arrangement with the amusement park, as in, we'll have one along the lines is we'll do the rides and stuff, and SeaWorld was just going to do the shows because they were worried that if SeaWorld started doing rides, it would, take people away from there. What the? Let me see. Where else? I'm going to go ahead and I don't know exactly the name of the places because I can't remember, but I know we're also going to Bloomington, Indiana. There's a couple places we're doing there. There is this one's already on YouTube, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. Another one we're going to do in Ohio. It's actually they call it Toxic Walmart, and what it is, it's like a mall strip plaza, and they actually built it on what they used to be. It used to be landfill, and landfill. I don't know why whether it was full or whatever the heck the story was. They just thought it was a great idea to turn it into this like mall plaza, and so they spent billions of dollars on making this mall plaza. Walmart moved in, a bunch of stores moved in. It was doing great. Well, it's starting to like sink slowly. Oh shit! So man, I just said a bad word. Gosh darn it! Oh, oh, oh man, we all like joking in this area, and I don't know if that comment was a direct attack, or if you were just trying to make a joke. But sorry about that. But anyways, it's slowly sinking. Like if you look up Toxic Walmart, you gotta watch the videos of how much it's actually. The gas actually still can come out of, but it's going to be super cool. There's not going to be a lot there. A lot of it's already pretty much empty. But just the whole point of why would they build a giant mall strip on old landfill, and so it's really cool. That's what we're going to be doing. Tristan, what else you want to talk about?
I don't know, man.
So far, we've been doing this for 35 minutes. Usually we try to make these 30. What about anybody in the comments want care to ask us any questions if they've watched our videos? If not, it's Wild Adventures with Michael. You can watch any video that we have on there. And if you want to listen to some tunes, look up Yo Boy Tommy Girl on YouTube and just jam out to some of the sick beats that he talks about.
I can pull them up now if you want to.
And that's pretty much it, unless anybody else wants to talk about something. Tristan, do you want to talk about anything?
What?
The Adventures are badass. What? Yes, they are. Man, god dang it, I said another bad word. Oh well. I'm trying, okay? I'm going to tell you guys right now. One of our videos that we have, it's, what's it? What is it? It's, what's the name of it? The church one.
Okay, so that one's already out, and it's censored like crazy. But you know what's even worse? Your guys' school trip, because of the stuff on the walls.
Yes.
I'm not blurring that out. That's half the footage blurred out.
The private school that we went to.
The River Ridge, dude.
That's not released. I did give them a sneak peek.
Yes, you did.
Since people are talking about it, don't YouTube or YouTube here. What in the world, Tristan? You know what she's talking about?
I have no clue. What? I assume she's saying that we're all adults here.
We're just
we're
talking
trying to
about.
be kid friendly. Yeah, we're trying to be kid friendly.
Yeah, we're trying to.
We already failed. This one is not
I
getting-
already said one.
We're just trying to be really careful, so YouTube doesn't,
Flag us.
give us a strike or something like that. That's what we're trying to do. Anyways, back to that private school. Yeah, dude, that whole place was pretty much empty, but the graffiti on those walls were, it's very inappropriate. But like T-Pass said, that's half of our footage. Would I go back? For sure. I definitely believe, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it once it gets released. But towards the end, there's an actual basement, and there was definitely somebody down there, I believe.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
I definitely believe that there was somebody down there, and Jacob, who was with me, actually heard it maybe 2 or 3 minutes before I even did. I didn't even hear it, and Jacob actually said something to me, and I was like, well, I said, let's just keep going, and then I threw a little piece of, a cinder block, and then right when we were actually getting ready to go down, because it gets pitch dark, I'm just going to tell you kind of the scene. It gets pitch dark, and that's me actually getting ready to turn the camera, and that's when I heard the noise, and I was like, okay, we're going to get the freaking heck out of there. So that is the private school. And what in the world is going on over here?
I don't know. They're foreign. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, dude, Mr.
Let's go
Don't
ahead.
Proof.
Let's go ahead and get crazy, right, Michael? What's your opinion on the Black Lives Matter movement?
Oh, yeah.
Politically incorrect, man.
Let's talk about that. I went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, because, like I said, guys, I've been academic, working all the time. I like adventure. I wanted adventure. So we went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, when this whole Black Lives Matter riots and stuff started breaking out, just to get some of the footage. That's also on my YouTube right now.
I'm going to drop the link in the comments.
Awesome. It's just something small. It's nothing big, because we actually stayed in the car the entire time. We just wanted to kind of get a couple pictures, videos of what we saw and what, the rioters and stuff did. My opinion on that, it's crazy. It's super crazy that everybody's rioting, you know, in like other cities. I get like the Minneapolis area, I do get that, but like everywhere else, you know, it's nuts. I seen the video of what happened to George Floyd. Not cool, definitely for sure. But what in the world? But it's all crazy. My opinion, everybody needs to come together as one, especially as a country. Like in Seattle, there was a 19-year-old who was shot and killed. You know, because I mean, none of this is necessary for, you know, other people getting killed. I get the frustration, I do, but we all got to come together at the end of the day, and you know, just.
What? No one stole any kids.
You talking about this girl right here? Yeah. This. Say hi, Brooklyn.
Hi.
Say, they didn't steal me.
No.
No.
That sounds like.
This is
right.
my adventure daughter. She actually goes with me on a lot of my adventures too. But you know, she stays behind the scenes. You know, with the you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want people to be like, "Are you serious?" You know, somebody. You know what? No. Today, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I'm gonna go ahead and say she stays behind with all the firepower. You know, just in case somebody tries to whack us. Yeah, she stays behind with all that stuff. I'm not going to go into details, but I tell you what, you try to do something, she's watching. Oh, Hammer, you got to fix it.
Yeah.
But, Tristan, what about you? What's your opinion on Black? Oh, well, you know what? Let me shut off this annoying music. Another thing I wanted to talk about, not all police are bad. Not all police are bad. And just remember, some of these people who have been writing, you know, some of those police have probably seen the video and they're probably discussing it in themselves. But people who are writing is not making it. Hang on, I gotta fix this. This thing's loud. Some of the people who are writing, you're not really, you know, helping out or kind of, you know, getting people or the police, you know, a chance. Like I said, I get the frustration, but you know, got to come together at the end of the day. There we go. I kind of got annoyed, but we got to come together, you know, as a nation, and you know, because I'm gonna tell you right now, all these other countries, they're laughing at us right now, and I'm a huge.
That's Fortnite talk, man. Fortnite.
I am huge at, you know, United States is my country, and even though we could have allies, you know, we mean business, and right now, you know, they're just sitting back laughing at all of us because we're all fighting against each other, and we're already dealing with everything crazy. We're the COVID-19 crap. You know, everybody's getting together, and you know, now COVID-19 spreading like crazy.
Yeah.
But that's that's my opinion on that.
Yeah. I'm kind of along the lines a little bit. I work with police officers on a daily basis. And trust me, there's, especially where we live, there's some that aren't good. We have a lot of cops that are doing the right thing, and they just don't get talked about, you know? And I think that's the biggest thing, is that there is people out there that are going to do the wrong thing, and it's kind of hard to make sure that they're not there. It's just, we're going to have it. There's definitely probably a better way to filter out those kind of people, but I don't know. I definitely feel like the riots are too far. We shouldn't be damaging property or hurting other people in the process. You know, if you want to protest, protest peacefully.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, because some of these
They're
people.
just proving the point. They're just, in my opinion, they're just proving the point that we need the police. Because with the police, at least we'll be able to, like, keep the town from going into a riotous purge kind of thing. Like, it's just proving the point that we need police. And the only downside is, police are gonna do stuff
Call
that
911.
sometimes isn't right. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a good point.
I don't want to do their job. Their job's like, they deal with all kinds of. You got the drunks they deal with, the druggies they deal with. I mean, I get like just a glimpse. The way my job goes is, we pretty much make them mad and then hand them off to the police. So the police are always on the, the bad end of the stick. So.
Actually, a movie that I'm gonna go ahead and say it's now this is a movie. It's not based on a true story, but and it could be. It's called End of Watch. It has Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena on it.
Good movie.
I mean, if people would sit down and actually watch the movie, it's actually a really good movie. It has action, but it kind of puts a perspective of what cops deal with. And this one's actually in California. So in California, they got a lot of crap, but it kind of puts in perspective what they have to deal with on a daily basis. And when you're a cop, you swear to oath. If somebody breaks the law, their job is to chase you. If you shoot them, they're going to shoot back. I mean, that's just how it is. I'm not saying, with the whole, like I said, the whole George Floyd thing, it was wrong. 9 minutes is way too long. Several cops.
And not even the time frame, Michael. The way it was handled was wrong. There's other ways to subdue a person. Simply cuffing them and just making them sit in your squad car.
But that movie,
that's how it should have been.
End of Watch. I mean, it's a very good movie, but like, if somebody's like, oh, because some people just automatically like, oh, I hate cops. But from me personal experience, I love the speed. I don't know, have 10 plus speeding warnings, actually 1 speeding ticket. But if you ain't doing anything, wrong, just be as cool as you can be. Don't be smart, and if you do happen to have something, just straight up, man. I've also seen it on cop shows. If they ask you, for instance, you got marijuana in it, yeah, I got marijuana. I've seen shows where actually, matter of fact, it was a black man. Super truthful, though. The cop smelled marijuana. He goes, yeah, I have marijuana. Guess what? At the end of that show, that guy did not go to jail. And I'm not saying all cops are like that, but if you just be cool, straight up honest with them, you're most likely you're getting out of there or not. And if unfortunately you get stuck with a bad one, just, have a dash cam or have your phone rolling. Don't necessarily show them either. Sometimes the best footage is the ones that nobody knows about. If they are doing something bad, at least you captured it, and then you can send it to somebody. But I'm done with the whole topic of the police thing now.
Yeah.
How's our Angry Orchard?
Dude, how long is it? I've kind of been skipping out on some of the comments here because I was just talking in family songs. I can play a family song real quick.
I just had one up. It's by Yo Boy Tommy Girl.
Second screen here. Let's see what we can get. Give me 1 second. Okay. But the whole reason for me doing this video was giving you an update and just letting you guys know I've been super busy, but it shouldn't be too much longer and I'll be out filming. Now there's a difference between me going out and filming and you guys actually seeing the footage, because we all have those on scheduled release dates, and Tristan, aka T-Pass, set it towards the beginning of the video. What else do we got here?
Just so you know, yeah, that song got a remix.
How about this one?
Not remixed yet. I've got the instrumental to remix it.
How about this one? Let's give it a second.
Hey, you can't play it, Anthony. Stop it, man. That's copyrighted music. That's copyrighted music. I don't own that beat.
Try singing for us, T.
Yo, man, he's already done. He started the cussing.
One little
He's bad. Hey, whoever's still watching this, comment hashtag Anthony eats farts. All right, and then everybody on there, you know what? Ask this guy questions. Ask him. That's what we want. We want you guys, the viewers who are watching right now, ask us questions. And places for us to go. I don't know if you were telling us earlier, but you wanted us to go to Ireland. That's going to be on hold unless I can get a crap ton of money in one day. But my work is not going to give me vacation to go to Ireland. If you were talking about me checking it out, that'd be cool. But I won't be able to do that at the time.
You just don't know.
I do know. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey,
tell you
Michael,
guys.
I think your comment thing is backed up. It's not scrolling down as we text.
Oh, dude. So there's a lot more.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Okay. I need. Sorry. I need to get updated on this crap. Okay. Call 911.
That's older. Yeah, that's older.
That's older.
Oh man. Okay. Hang on. Give me a second here. Ireland.
There's 41 comments though.
Dude, that's all I can.
Oh, I didn't even know Liz. I didn't even know that Liz had a YouTube channel. I'm gonna put her down as a moderator on RDO.
Yeah, Liz. She's one of my camera people. You know that.
Behind the
She's
scenes.
one
follow-
of the camera operator.
Yeah. She follows me a lot. She's my wife. Gotta watch it.
She's watching.
She's flipping me off right now. Anyways.
Oh yeah. Hey, Kim's coming.
Oh, my mom's coming. No! Nobody's home.
No.
Oh, Mom, I'm in the middle of a YouTube thing right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm talking on YouTube right now, Mom. Well, it's too late. Anthony goes, your mom's coming. My mom came to visit. Whoever's watching this, comment. Hi, Michael's mom. Okay. What were we talking about?
Oh no.
Anthony eating farts.
Oh,
Yeah. Did anybody comment yet?
I did.
Oh,
Let's
Mom, get out of here.
get at
You gotta go home, Mom.
You might want to be careful.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hang on, man. I'm trying to see if I can't scroll down on these comments, but right now it's not letting me.
Pull it up on your phone. Just pull up YouTube.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Just pull.
Oh wait, I got second screen on my phone, so I won't be able to. Only because I can control like the music that plays and stuff instead of doing the whole thing.
All right, so
Anyways.
give me a second. I'll just read them to you. Unless they're inappropriate, then I'm not going to read them. Okay. So it says you had family songs in the last one. Patricia also says respect the cops. The problem is the highness. Okay. Hey, I love my country, bit love. Video screenshot, child. Anthony eats, hashtag Anthony eats fart.
That's from
That's from
UT
Little Boy
Pass.
Comedy.
Come on now.
That is. And then Liz says, should go to Florida.
Of course.
Another screenshot, Cotton Bowl respected. And then you did MJC. And then someone wrote down with or versus. Wait, who's with or versus? Michael's mom?
I don't know. I can't see anything. You're just gonna have to up the screen.
Anthony's right there. He can show you.
He's just laughing at the comment.
I'm trying to pull up Liz's YouTube channel so I can put her in your permissions.
That's right.
Wild
Okay.
Adventures Talk is what they asked for.
Wow, Adventure Talk.
Which we've already done a lot of Wild Adventure Talk.
Oh yeah, man. You guys want something crazy, something. I could tell you. How I lost my Ford Explorer.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's actually a wild adventure. Mom, why are you crawling on
Go
the
ahead, tell
floor?
me.
Hang on, my mom is crawling on the floor.
Oh, you saw
Trying
it
to
on the
skip the
camera.
camera. Okay, so a wild venture. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can because I'm already going on 56 minutes, and I gotta get up at 4 in the morning for work.
Oh yeah, it's almost 9.
So what happened was we were supposed to go to what's the name of that town? I can't remember the name of it.
Was it part of Silver Lake?
Packerton. Look, I don't even know if I call it a town. It's just a little.
It's a country, man.
Yeah, out in the country, it's a land. There's a landfill there with a couple houses. It's just real known for a lot of bad druggies, and we were actually going to check out before the landfill came in. It used to be they used to have a community building in Swings. It used to be real popular, way back in the day. And then once the landfill moved in, a lot of the junky people started, taking over. Well, we were supposed to film the community center and stuff inside of it. And the day that we were going to go film, we did a daytime drive-by to see, if everything.
I was there for that day.
In check, yeah.
Because we ended up not going, and then I wasted I don't know, 15 minutes with Jacob trying to look at that one place the same day, the one on 30, the truck stop.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. That's my bad.
No, you're good. So we drove by there in the daytime, and Waste Management, a trash company, actually bought the landfill from Advanced Disposal. And I don't know if it's them actually cleaning it up, but they had a bunch of, construction trucks, big trucks actually cleaning up a bunch of the houses there. And unfortunately, community building was one of those buildings they were cleaning up. They didn't destroy it or demolish it, but they were cleaning it up. So we actually couldn't do the adventure. So, like Tristan just said, we actually went to a truck stop, which is actually also posted on the YouTube channel. Real quick, if anybody wants to watch that, I know a lot of the footage is on the ground, but the footage that you actually see there is actually unreal. Had heart problems. Anyways, there's how it goes in the comments on the page was they weren't sure if he just died while he was driving instantly and he turned the semi into the abandoned I don't know if it was like an abandoned tattoo shop, I believe a restaurant, and then they also didn't know if he was still alive, and then when he drove through the building it killed him. But what's crazy about those videos or footage is that a lot of his personal belongings was actually is still to this day inside that building. His blankets, radio. You could actually still see blood, his own blood on bricks. Just a lot of his personal stuff that they just left. He also had a dog who I could see my mom over here trying to sneak up on me as I'm trying to. But his dog actually survived. Long story short, his wife got the dog, but a lot of his personal belonging stuff is actually still there. And then the owner, check this out, the owner of the abandoned tattoo shop, or the little strip that it was, it used to be also a restaurant. They actually tried to sue the guy, even though he was deceased, because they said the building's now, since it's damaged, they can't, they had, I guess, plans to turn it into something and reopen it. But when we went inside there, some of the buildings that weren't damaged, man, I mean, that's a lot of money and a lot of work. But that video's actually really cool. Even though a lot of it is, yes, you see it on the ground. That's only because it's actually very open off a very busy highway, and there was a house nearby, so we can let our light shine through. If you are an adventurer or an explorer, some of the places that you have gone to, I'm sure some of you guys, had to, sneak your way in or be very quiet at going into those places. But that video, what you see, is actually very real, and it's kind of sad, really. Anyways, back to on topic. So after we did the truck stop, that's when Tristan had to head back to his house, and Jacob was with us, and we're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do one more adventure. And I was like, okay, we'll go ahead and do one more adventure. Well, we decided to go back to Packerton, and what happened was when we went back to Packerton, we drove. There was no, they were still, cleaning up the area. Nobody was out, but there was this house. I call it the crack house. Well, we decided, you know what? Let's film this house. Let's go inside this house. Let's film it. That was probably the worst mistake ever. None of us, besides having pocket knives, none of us have actually had any protection, as in a handgun or anything. So, as we park our vehicles into this abandoned house, right when we're walking up, it's about midnight now. You can't see anything. It's pure dark, and it looked like a dog house. And I pull out my flashlight, so then we realized that it's actually not. It was a door that
Anthony, pull up your phone.
The basement.
Some of these comments from my phone.
So the basement actually had a bunch of stuff in there. Well, then I shined the light at what would be the front door, and it was actually wide open. Right then and there, I already had this bad feeling. Like I said, I like going into some crazy places and adrenaline, but I'm pretty sure there's people that's always had a gut feeling, or I should not go in.
Hey, Michael.
And I decided to, you know what? We came this way. We're gonna go in there. Well, we searched the house. When we first walked in the house, it's super trashed. And when you look to the right on the floor, there's baby toys, there's baby car seats. This video was actually filmed. I can't remember what camera it was. I don't even know if I have the footage anymore. If I do, maybe I can try to post it, but I can't remember. It's been so long. But we get kind of towards the living room, and then you can actually hear people moving upstairs. And we're like, oh, crap.
I get that one.
Somebody's in this house. So at that point, we all decided that we need to get out of here. And you can hear them start moving around even faster. So we're like, okay, we really need to get out of here. So we all end up running into our vehicles. Well, I'm in my Explorer. I'm the first one that parked in. And then Jordan, who he's part of our crew, but he goes to some of our trips. Some of them he doesn't. But he was parked behind me. Well, my backup sensor, because this house is abandoned, this grass is super all over the place, and it's actually blocking my sensor. And so my sensor's constantly beep, 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 beep. So, and I see nothing but tall grass. So I'm relying on Jacob, who is in the very back in my third row in my Explorer, to guide me out of here. And it's front wheel drive, and I'm stuck in like this ditch. So I'm getting ready. I'm like, yo, dude, we got to get out of here before somebody comes out. Well, I gun it. Jacob tells me I'm in the clear. And as I'm gunning it, I'm kind of going to go in slow motion. Jacob sees Jordan quickly make a freaking a sharp left turn.
I'm done.
But doesn't say anything to me. And I end up slamming into this huge tree, which breaks my window, which it's the side that Jacob's on, and just damages my whole back. And we hurry up, get out of there. I end up pulling into the Packerton Church, to report the damage and stuff. And out of nowhere, this woman, this cracked out woman, it's probably about 12:30 now, comes out of the pitch dark, slowly drags her feet past our Explorer and sees us all outside. Lucky for me, since I'm an adventurer, I got tape, I got lights, I got everything that you could possibly use, because we're always prepared for the unexpected. So I'm already taping up my damage, and I had to use a red glow stick as my freaking backlight. And this woman literally throws out drugs out of her freaking sweatshirt pocket, purposely just keeps staring at us. Then she picks up her drugs and starts dragging her feet down this road. Now this is out in the country, man. This road doesn't lead to Warsaw for miles, and she's just starting to fade off into the dark. And then this car, this GMC, comes out of nowhere, and these people hurry up, fly up, come and look at us and go, "Is everything okay?" And the next thing you know, he goes, "You need to take your car lights off my house because I got little kids sleeping." Where I am parked at, their house is way off to the right in a field. My car is literally shining at a cornfield. And these people are just like, your light. They were cracked out themselves. Long story short, I got off the phone with my insurance company, started heading back to Warsaw with my whole back end damaged, my windows busted. Jacob's complaining, "Ow, I'm hurting." Justin's in the back, "Ow, my neck." And I'm
sorry if you're watching, Justin.
Driving, and we roll up to Jacob's house, which is in Warsaw. And what do we get greeted there? The Warsaw police. The Warsaw police are sitting there talking to Jacob's mom. I kid you not, this happened word for word. We pull up. I pull up in front of the cop car. Don't ask me why. I just did, And all you hear is Jacob's mom, aka roast beef. "Come here, Jacob, honey. Everything's okay. This cop just wants to talk to you." Okay. He gets out of the car, talks to the cop. I don't know, they talked for like 5 minutes. I don't even know what they talked about, and I can't even tell you what they talked about because I have no idea. It was something about somebody else's vehicle. Anyways, the cop gets in his car, clearly sees my damage, my broken window, doesn't even ask, just pulls off. That's what happened to my Explorer. Now, why am I not driving it anymore?
Look at the comments.
Well, Progressive wanted me to take it to Kraus, which is a body shop, and it turns out my Explorer has a little ding in the frame. Well, apparently, if you got a little ding or anything wrong with your frame, you can't drive it. They won't insure it because liability issues. So, I lost my Explorer.
So,
That's the story of my Ford Explorer losing it.
Michael.
That was a long story. Now let's start reading these comments.
So the newer ones at
Tell me their names too, so I can remember.
Patricia.
Patricia. Well, I know her. She's
So why not protection?
what? And
I
Patricia,
comedy.
And then 9 o'clock still here.
what are you talking about protection?
And
Wait, this ain't no porno.
Hey,
This is YouTube.
And then she goes, I'm for Obama.
You're for Obama.
And
Let me
then-
tell you something.
and
I actually like Barack Obama.
And then here's another one. Here's a new person.
And it's not because he's black.
And here's a new person saying his name is New Videos on here. It says
New
condom protection.
You know, I find it super funny. Every time I do these shows, even when I first started, I always get people commenting some of the crazy shit and involves with condoms or porno.
And then,
I don't know why.
And then,
it just happens.
And then you got your boy that sent a comment saying some of us carry guns for protection because we go into sketchy areas at nights for the adventures.
He's not kidding.
And then you got
Crack house.
And then you got
gun.
Patricia. And then you got Patricia again. Maybe look, you're handy on the White House give. And then Patricia again, Jacob the Holy Bible.
Well, this Jacob ain't the Holy Bible. This Jacob kicks down church doors.
And then it continues with
Wink,
Patricia.
wink.
Oh, and then it continues with Patricia. Are you now can't say or Mr.? And then you got Mr. Justin over here saying, laugh my ass off.
Alright, so. Alright, cool. If anybody else comments, keep up. Guys, it's going on for 1 hour and 11 minutes. I miss doing this stuff. Hey, all of you, if you already haven't already, do us a favor.
Hit the
Like and
button.
subscribe, man. Because we do stuff like this all the time. I got nothing else. You guys wanted a WoW adventure story. That's one of the.
No, you talked the majority about your explorer.
No, dude. We went to a crack house and I just freaking demolished my freaking car.
You
Backing up.
You miss it dearly. That's what's up.
No, I get crazy stuff all the time in my life. You know, that's why we do the things we do. You know, I've had a gun discharged in a neighborhood and pointed at my family personally. You know, I've been in the shit, the crazy shit. Yeah, I said it. I said the words. Whatever, YouTube. Whatever. I'm just kidding. I like, you know. But I've been in a lot of stuff, but that's why I like walking on eggshells, because there's no better feeling than your adrenaline pumping. There's no better feeling than jumping on a freaking vine and going over a nasty freaking small creek and it busting and falling in it. You know, there's nothing that compares to, that feeling. So
Good story, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead.
In your life, though, I have a close comparison, but mine's with my career. You know.
Oh, that's just game.
I think that's what. I think Michael's the one who got me into this career. Really, he's gotten me.
It's man, adrenaline's awesome. The feeling is great. It is awesome. I can kind of tell people what's kind of giving me that adrenaline rush to do more stuff like this. A long time ago, a house that I was living at, one of the neighbor girls, her name was Kaylee, actually locked on accident her little toddler in her car, and it was burning hot out, and they didn't want to bust the car window because they were afraid glass was going to get on her. And so instantly, I was actually at my house. Well, in my head, I was just like, dude, that child needs help. And they were on the phone with the Pearson police, but the Pearson police weren't there. So I went ahead and grabbed, the closest thing that popped up in my head was a flathead screwdriver. Grabbed the flathead screwdriver. Austin, who is Anthony, what in the world are you doing? He was with us, which would be my wife's cousin. And, he's a big guy. He also, is very strong. And I ran out to the car, and I shoved the screwdriver through the door up by the top. And I told Austin, I said, hey, when I push this down, I need you to get your hands in that door and just pull it back the best you can. And he did that, and I actually got my arm in and unlocked the car. Probably one of the best feelings ever in my life was unlocking that door so that that baby could come through. I don't want people to be like, oh, you're disrespecting the police. They just weren't there, And you know, in my head, I was like,
That's
you know,
the first step. Yeah.
that baby needs help, and you know, whatever they were doing, they couldn't. You know, she was screaming. You know, a lot of people when something like that happens is freaking out, and some of the things that you know I try to do is in that situation, don't freak out. You gotta stay calm. You gotta try to find a solution to the problem, and I unlocked that door. You know, Kaylee gave me a hug. Her mom gave me a hug. You know, it was one of probably the best feelings in my world. I love that adrenaline, and it's just ever since that day on, I was just like, man, I always want to do that. You know, sometimes even if it means filming something that's that's bad. Now I'm not that type of person where if somebody is severely hurt or they might die, but I have a chance to help that person. I'm not just gonna sit there and film it and be like, oh, this is crazy. I'm actually gonna set that freaking thing down or throw it down and go in and help. And that's just
for example, our Pearson fire that you recorded. The first thing we did when we got on scene was me and you were getting ready to go and help them look for the people that were in the house.
Yeah.
And then once we realized there was no life hazards, we just kind of sat back and roasted some s'mores.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not telling people who are commenting, they're like, oh, they're telling us to go do this. I'm just saying, that's how I live my life. I love walking on, dangerous stuff. And me personally, I believe in heroes, and I wish a lot of people do, but I wish more people would step up and be that hero, instead of being a person to just sit there and film that, instead of helping. Because let's say the time it took you to film something bad happening to somebody, you could have helped that person escape or helped that person get out, and you never know. Life blinks. Every time you close your eyes, something crazy ends up happening, and you might be able to play a big part in changing that person's life, just because you're sitting there like, I need to react. But that's my story. I think I've said that like 1,000 times, not to you guys, but to other people. But it just gives me pumped up. But I am going to end this because it's 1 hour, 17 minutes. Thank you all for whoever was watching, comments. We're going to be doing this again all the time. I just don't know when. Last time I said that, I didn't do this for like a month. But we're going to be getting back into this. But that's it for me, Wild Adventures Michael. Anthony, go ahead and say something to the crowd instead of melting in my couch.
Hit Yo Boy Tommy Girl Up on YouTube. He has some good music on there.
I appreciate it. Hit me up on Spotify too, because there's a playlist for Anthony.
Yeah, we don't need to go into that.
Yeah, we need to go to that.
We don't need to go into that.
I'll just drop the link in the comment section.
Don't make me use my card on you.
Alright. T-Pass, I'm going to head off here, okay?
Alright, man.
Alright. I just want to have everybody know that my mom came back in here, so now I got to end it. Mom! See ya. Totes. Just because